We are live.
We are live. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, and this is Jarrod.
This is stressed out.
Yeah. A little bit stressed out.
A little bit.
We'll keep that to ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, I got one light on, too. Yeah, we unhooked a bunch of lights so we could...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The stuff behind us.
Still lights on behind us.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I'm looking in the monitor. I'm like, where's the lights?
Why is it so dark?
Oops. Yeah, Jamie Trevino, a friend of mine, came over. You guys have probably seen him on the show a few times. And we rewired the whole room. And I got another KHE amp switcher and effects loop switcher. And we wired all that in. And I just didn't get enough time to program everything today. So... Got to run with the Kemper.
That does not make me mad, though.
No, of course not, because you don't have to hear a loud amp.
That's right. That's right, but it still sounds good, and I don't have to wear my in-ears.
Yay!
Yay!
Same here. I don't have to either.
Right.
It's weird talking to you.
You switched cups.
Yeah, because the wine, with the way my day's been going, yeah, I like these better.
Let's see. You just didn't want to have the girly cup.
No, it's just I didn't want to tip it over because I'm pushing buttons on the Stream Deck.
Nice. So anyway, lots of construction going on here in the studio. Everything was completely tore down and rewired and put back up, and just had some glitches at the last minute. So should be up and running by next time.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do I hope so. Yeah, programming all this stuff has not been easy.
Well, I'm sure Jamie's not going to leave you hanging in the dust.
No, he'll be here tomorrow. So, I mean, I already programmed it 5 times, and for some reason, it didn't work. So I must be doing something wrong. There's always that one step I miss.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know which one it is. Otherwise, it'd be working. But, yeah, so we're literally flying by the seat of our pants tonight, like crazy. Turn this up a little there. Yeah, so let's say hello to everybody, and let me gather myself for a second.
All right, sounds good. So, Johnny Romero, he's first in the chat. How are you,
What's up,
Johnny?
man? Good to see you.
This is good evening, and happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday to you as well.
Aaron Lucas, how are you?
Hey,
Your
Aaron.
wife is there, Rochelle, and family. Hi, guys.
What's happening?
Sean Casey says, hi, Carrie and Captain Overdrive and everybody. One of the best channels in YouTube for guitar and amp. Great singing. Oh, and great singing. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. Thank you very much.
I would have loved to sing tonight because he's got the Kemper out, but I have another cold. So, I guess when you have kids, young kids, that's the way it's going to be.
Yep. So, she's going to be hacking and coughing tonight.
It's like the more that I talk, the more that I cough. So you might have to take over at some point if I can't get
I just might.
Under control.
I don't want to, but...
Ronnie K says, here, just said hi.
Hey, what's
Ronnie
up?
K. Dean Harkness, how are you, man?
What's up, Dean? Good to see you.
JB 50 Watt, he says, hope you had a good weekend. I think Carrie would be interested to know that I got a new puppy. Oh, you did.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What kind?
Yeah, what kind of dog?
Sean says, dogs are awesome. Yeah,
yes, they are, man. Dogs are amazing. I baby, well, what do you call it? Puppy sat your dog.
You did.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, and he's a riot. He's an absolute riot. He's a lot of fun. Awesome dog. Yeah. They're a lot of work, but they're worth it. You know, they're just so funny, and yeah, he's a total character, man. He's like a little cartoon.
He is. He is. His cats hid the whole time, he said.
Yeah,
but.
they did not like him. They're like, what's this creature in the house? Yeah, it's all good. They forgave me.
Did I already say hi to Jay? Jay is with us.
No, you didn't.
Hi, Jay.
What's up, Jay? Smoking a stogie.
All right, so yeah, smoking a stogie. Yeah, I might be able to do that now that I'm sick again. Oh, Ronnie K, you made my night. He says, love the shirt. Favorite pics. Or his shirt. Gravity pics.
I look better than you do.
That's right, you probably do.
No. Gravity pics are amazing, dude. That's what I'm playing tonight.
Aaron Lucas says, Jarrod, since the Kemper is a topic tonight, how could they improve on the Kemper?
On the Kemper? Good question. So, I think one of the things that I would like to see in the next Kemper is dual amps. I think that would be awesome. to be able to have 2 amps playing at once and you could pan them left and right, I think that would be freaking killer. Other than that, I mean, the interface on the unit itself could definitely use some improvement, you know. But dual amps and a better, you know, interface on the unit, I really can't think of anything else. I mean, seriously, the Kemper is freaking amazing. Really is.
Shred ain't dead.
Hey, Greg.
Hi there. How are you, Greg?
What's going on, man? I want to give a quick shout out to Greg. He's been very supportive these last couple weeks, and very much appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. He's got an awesome channel, and he actually teaches really good. I was going to say cool and good at the same time.
It came out good.
Yeah, he teaches really good lessons on how to just shred, how to play, and how to play all these really cool riffs and stuff. He's a great guitar teacher. So if you want to learn some really cool stuff on the guitar, check out Shred Ain't Dead. And like his lessons, they're very...
Are they virtual lessons? Is that what we do?
He does do virtual lessons, but he also does lessons on his channel and shows how to play some really cool riffs. And he's really good at explaining it. It's not really long-winded. It's like really just straight to the point and very just, you know, very good. You learn a lot from him. So sub his channel. He's a great guy.
Awesome. Muddy Creek Critters, he says, happy Sunday. Snowing like heck here tonight. Looking forward to some awesome riffs. Carrie looks great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you at, Muddy Creek Critters? It's not snow. It's super cold here.
Yeah, yeah, it is cold here. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thank you.
It's been in the teens and stuff here, and I think it might have been in the low 20s today. I don't think it was in the teens again.
Yes, I think it's trending up again, right?
Yeah, a little bit, but not like warm up.
No.
Just not freeze your boogies.
Yeah, I missed a lot of work because of all this.
Week.
Yeah, I've missed already 3 or 4 days this year of work because of the temperatures.
Mark Goodson says, hey, my man, I want to thank you for convincing me to get a Kemper stage, but I have one flaw. I'm not a fan of the stock profiles. I wanted to know if I can have one of your live ready sound profiles.
Ah, yes, and you're welcome. Dude, email me. My email link is below. I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you some of my own profiles that I've made for free. And Live Ready Sound, it makes great stuff too. So, but I'll send you some of mine. And see what you think.
Are those things that you can find on the website, or?
Yeah, you could find them on the website, but I'll send them a couple free samples.
Okay.
I'm a nice guy. Yeah, so yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah. Scott Fomer, yeah, I was feeling well, and then I got sick again. My son brought something home this past week. You know, he started feeling sick on Sunday night, so he probably picked it up at the end of the week from school. Yep. And then I got Monday, and yeah, I've just been back in the crud. I'm super bummed about it. I was just getting back to where I could breathe and not cough, could taste my food.
Yeah. Gift that keeps on giving, man.
For sure.
Yep.
But I'm going to stay positive and probably go get some antibiotics this week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gunnerman. Hey, Gunnerman.
Hey, what's up, man?
Flux is here. Hi, Carrie and Jarrod. Can't wait to see what you play tonight.
What's up, Flux? How you doing, buddy?
Paul Smith is here. Hi.
Hey, Paul. What's happening? We were up till 2 a.m. this morning putting all this stuff together, and yeah, I feel bad because me and Paul are supposed to hang out, and I just keep getting tied up with stuff.
Ronnie K says he loves mine as well, my shirt. Well, thanks. Now we're both coughing.
Yep.
Nice. Paul Sweller said hi. Paul Shred Ain't Jed says, I keep saying dread.
Shred Ain't Dread.
By chance? He says, can you make a Kemper chug?
No, Kemper doesn't chug, bro. It'll chug all day. Yeah, I love it.
Luke Wilson, improve Kemper, put tubes in it.
Yeah, you know, that would be a cool thing if they came up with like a Kemper tube power section. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. JB,
the puppy is a Havanese breed. Havanese, is that how you say it? I haven't heard it. I'm not a dog person. Not that I don't like dogs. I just don't know a lot about them.
Oh, that's an interesting Havanese.
We'll have to Google that.
Yeah, we'll have to Google that for sure.
Mark Goodman says, "Can I have one of your live ready sound profiles?"
Dude, if you email me, I can send you a couple free samples of mine. And the only reason why I say that is I don't want to give Tim's profiles. I can't give Tim's profiles away. They're not mine to give away. But I can give you a couple samples of mine, the ones that I make for my website. And if you want Tim's, I'm sure you could reach out to them, and he could probably give you a couple free samples as well. He's a great dude. He's a friend. So, yeah, I mean, either way. But email me. I'll send you something.
Dust Devil, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Rob Johnson, he says, "What up, Jarrod? You should totally try and get an orange TH30 on the channel. Kind of like a more modern sounding orange rock verb to my ears. It takes a boost incredibly well."
TH30. I'll have to look into that. I love any amp that takes a boost well, for sure. I'd absolutely do that.
Yep. Christopher is with us. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, man?
Christopher.
What's happening?
Let's see. Shutting Dead thanked you for the shout out and said you're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Hesher.
Yeah, Hesher is with us.
What's going on?
I skipped over Aaron's question. His second question is, in your opinion, is the Kemper still the better buy over Fractal? Fractal, namely the FM9.
I think so. I mean, I just prefer profiling. I think profiling's better. It's more three-dimensional. And with Fractal, again, I think Fractal's great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're all great. It's just which one works best for you. If you're going to get a 4-cable method unit to work with an amp, maybe Fractal would be a better way to go. But even though Kemper will do that, but Kemper's mainly designed to replace your amp when you go out and play live, so you don't have to beat up your amp, And I just, honestly, I'm a believer, when I profile amps here, and I test them back and forth, it nails it. It really nails the amps really well. And I think, again, modelers are great, but they're almost modelers are kind of like a really nice color laserjet printer, of an image. But the Kemper is a 3D printer. You can actually open it up and pick up the object. It's like, wow, it printed, So that's kind of how I feel about them.
Let's see. Media Center, how are you?
What's happening?
Yeah. Dean says he had a bunch of snow, but it's not cold enough to stick around.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, Eric, how are you? Eric, let's say I'm going to murder that last name. Salinas? Salinas? He's been here before. I just always call him Eric.
Yeah.
Just Eric, because I didn't want to go through the whole...
didn't want to murder his name.
Mispronouncing his last name,
Yeah.
Ryan, he says, what pickups are you using?
These are Sonic Ecstasy's pickups. Yep.
I promise I'm not going to cough the whole show. If it gets out of hand, I'll just say goodbye and let Jarrod do this, because I know it's annoying to me as well.
You're good. Yeah, these are Sonic Ecstasy pickups. These are stock in all the Majesty guitars. At least the Majesty Monarchy series anyways.
Dust Devil said he got my Angle Savage 120 last week, and it sounds brutal.
Nice, dude. Yeah, freaking congrats, dude. I wish I could play mine. All my stuff's still not connected, so yeah, I miss my amps. But yeah, dude, congrats. That Savage is amazing. Are you cranking the channel volumes all the way up? Because if you're not, you're missing out, man. That amp gets even more brutal when you turn them all the way up. It's amazing.
Media Center says, I've never seen this man wear sleeves. My mind is blown.
It's laundry day. It really is. All my clothes are in the laundry right now. So, yep, got to wear the sleeves today.
Muddy Creek Critters is in southern Ohio near the Ohio River. So they got about 6 inches. Or they're getting. It's forecasted for tonight.
Getting dumped on. Oh, boy.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
Ryan, he said, that was an answer to the community question. Dean Harkness asked a community question. Anyone have any experience with the Pod Go? I'm a tube guy. Just want something simple for convenience.
I have one, and I think they're a great, convenient product. If you want to, do some jamming, like on vacation or up in your living room, you don't want to blast an amp and just do some writing and just have some fun watching TV. I mean, it's a great product for that. It's great for warming up backstage. And honestly, you can bring it on stage with you and play it there too. I mean, they're actually a pretty cool little unit, and they're not real expensive. So, kind of almost a risk-free purchase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'd suggest it if you're looking at saving some money and getting something convenient.
Jay says the TH30, the orange TH30, was the replacement for the discontinued Rocker 30 amp, which was his favorite orange.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Zeno, evening folks. Had my Kemper Powerhead since 2015 and just picked up a stage. Had the fractals and line 6 units, and nothing touches the Kemper.
You are right. I honestly think sound and feel, Kemper's the best. That's just my opinion, but it really is. All the other units are very good as well, but I just prefer the Kemper. I really do.
Mule Blue says laundry day tomorrow, nothing clean, and Terminator voice.
Nothing clean, right? Give me your clothes now. Do it.
Chasing Gain, what are your favorite Kemper amp profiles?
Good question. Well, Live Ready Sound makes a lot of great stuff. And I like mine, you know, I mean, I know that sounds like, oh, look at him doing this, you know, but I mean, I profile these amps and I set them up the way I like them, and I test them, and I like them. I really do. My website is going to fill up more this year with more profile packs, but I love the ones I'm playing tonight. This is tonight. It's from my Ultimate Brutal. I always forget the name of it.
You named them so hard, I can't even remember. And they're now words that I wouldn't normally say anyway.
Ultimate Brutal Metal Pack or something. It's on the website, and the ones I'm playing tonight are the ones from the Purple Nightmare.
Funny. What's the name? Brutal something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If it says Brutal in it, that's the pack. Ultimate Brutal Pack, and it's the Purple Nightmare. And these sound killer. I love them.
Scott Palmer, thank you very much for the super chat. He says the flu fund, right? Cow.
You know what? Speaking of Scott, and thank you, Scott, very much. Yeah. Very kind of you.
We were gonna. He was the wine. He's the.
Yeah, he's the one that gave us the wine, and
we were gonna try it live tonight, and then I ended up
with a cold.
With a cold, and my nose is all plugged, and I can't taste. I can taste, not like COVID. I can't taste.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah.
I want to be able to taste it right.
So I was like, well, can we do it tonight? She's like, no, I could barely taste anything. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we got this other bottle and opened it up. So she's like, I just don't want to waste it.
We're going to have like a special decoy Scott Falmer's wine episode.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be in the thumbnail. We finally get to it's going to be a big event.
Remind me to put that in there.
I know.
We finally drink Scott's wine. We will, we promise.
A follow-up question from Chasing Gain. Second to that, does Kemper replicate the feel of a real amp if played through a speaker cab?
Yeah, if you run a Kemper through like a real power amp, a real tube power amp, and a good speaker cabinet, yeah, you're probably going to be hard pressed to tell the difference. And honestly, like I play mine all the time.
Your pocketbook will.
Yeah, your pocketbook will.
Pocketbook will tell the difference.
Yeah, exactly. But I play mine all the time through my studio monitors down here and upstairs. That's what I'm listening to it through tonight when I play, and I'm very satisfied with what I'm getting. I really am. Like I love the amp in the room thing because you get that really big sound, that booming sound, that resonance and all that, and it's great, and there's really nothing out there that'll replace it, especially in the digital realm. But man, there's just times you just want to sit and watch TV and noodle and work on stuff and just, you know, write or whatever, and it's just convenient, and obviously go on the road. It's very convenient as well. And it's a good replacement for your amp. And you're not going to be out there playing it going, God, I wish I had my amp right now. I mean, you're going to be satisfied with it. But I always tell people, don't sell your amps because that's home base, and you don't want to get far away from that because you really can't beat the sound and feel of an amp in a room. It just, you know, the way it fills the room and it's got that awesome sound. I mean, it really is great.
Makes everybody mad around
you.
Yeah,
exactly. If you want to piss off everybody in the house, you know, nothing will do it like an amp.
JB says, is the Mud Killer your favorite overdrive now?
Yes.
And any chance for another overdrive shootout? I'd like to know what you think of the Buxom Boost.
The Buxom Boost. I got to get a hold of one of those. I'm sure Motor City's got them. And yes, I can totally do another overdrive shootout.
All right, Jimmy McKee. I have a 5153 and a Helix effects. I want to trade up to a Stealth and a full Helix. How do you feel about that versus just getting a Kemper?
Ooh, that's a good question. If you're playing out a lot, I mean, nothing will ever replace an amp 100%. Okay, so like if you want to get like a full blown Helix, is that what he said, and a Stealth 100?
He has a 5153 and a Helix FX. The Helix FX. I want to trade up. Yep. To the Stealth and a full Helix. How do you feel about that versus just getting a Kemper?
I mean, dude, that Stealth behind me, the 100, is freaking amazing. It's one of the best amps out there, sound and feel. It really is. I think you would absolutely love that. And with the Helix, pair it with the Helix, I mean, you're going to have a lot of great effects and routing options. And there is a cable you can buy that will allow the Helix to switch the channels on the Stealth for you, so that's something to consider. It's about $50 and it's worth it. I guess it works really well. I'm still waiting on mine, but yeah, so that, but it's a tough choice, dude, because if you're playing out, if you're at home, I'd say get the amp and the Helix, because you don't have to lug it around and do all. If you're just at home, you're just jamming, having a good time, get the amp and the Helix, because man, it's just great. But if you're playing out a lot, which kind of leads me to, I'll explain in a few minutes here. If you're playing out a lot, you want convenience and you want something that's going to sound great and feel great for you. I really think the Kemper is the way to go. So it really depends on your situation, And I hate to sound like a fence sitter, but it really depends on your situation.
Well, you gave him two options.
Yeah.
So depending on what your situation is, there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Flux, dual amps is key. I've used them in the digital realm for 18 years, but now it's the real thing with an Engel Savage 120 Mark II and a diesel VH4 in is that 7 centimeters?
Oh,
7 cm.
7 cable method.
Cable method with
Yeah.
Helix finalizing the cabinet now.
Dude, that's insane.
I'm like, I don't think it's centimeters.
Yeah.
That's what it means to me.
Dude, that's insane. That is probably a freaking massive sounding rig. That probably sounds incredible.
Scott Wiley, hi there.
Hey.
He says, what's up, guys? Do you think the Kemper reacts better to a tube power amp or solid state? Thinking of grabbing an orange Super Crush to power my Kemper into my Mesa cab.
Tube power amp. Tube power amp. And I've already done all the solid state stuff. I haven't, except for the orange. I haven't played the orange yet. They had this little orange solid state amp. So I can't speak on that because I've never played it. But what I can tell you is the difference between a tube power amp and a solid state, typically, so far that I've found, is the tube power amp is going to be, it's going to feel better, and it's going to sound warmer and fuller and truer. It's going to add more reality to your Kemper than a solid state. A solid state is going to sound very anemic and thin, and there's a little bit of a harshness to it, and the feel is terrible. So I would highly recommend that you get a tube power amp, and KSR makes one. Go on KSR's website, and he makes one about the size of, like, I don't know, a small loaf of bread. It's a KSR power amp, and it's all tube, and you hook your Kemper to that, and you're going to be very satisfied. Like I said, I've shot them out, and I can't stand solid state power amps. I haven't met one yet that I like.
Jay says you need to bring out your Pepper Boy impression.
My Pepper Boy?
Pepper Boy. Mm-hmm.
What's Pepper
I don't
Boy?
know.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Pepper Boy. Is it my dog? That's my dog's name, Pepper.
No.
Do you have a Pepper impression?
No. Act like your dog. You want me to poop on the rug?
Like...
Pepper Boy.
I don't know. You'll have to explain, Jay.
Yeah, you got some splaining to do.
Steve Shaheen says, I was blown away the other day when I played your Driftwood profiles.
Oh, thanks.
Good
you know what?
stuff,
Thank you. It was funny, like, Steve came over and he taught me a cool riff that I'm learning.
Yeah.
Right now, this tapping craziness that he does, and I'm like, dude, before you leave, I want you to show me this. And I was like, well, just plug into my Kemper. Another reason why Kemper's amazing is just right here. You can plug into it real quick and show people stuff. And Steve's like, all right, this is how it is. He starts playing. He's like, dude, this sounds amazing. This sounds really good. I'm like, well, thanks. It's one of my profiles. He's like, dude, these are really good. So, yeah, that was nice.
Ronnie K says, I heard Universal Audio Aux
Oxbox?
Yeah. Low power transformer on Richie Faulkner on his Marshall head. How would that happen?
Dude, I have no idea unless his Marshall head had more than 150 watts. That would be really messed up. I didn't even know about that.
Oh, Jay says if you can't taste anything tonight, it might be a good time for 3-chord.
Oh!
That nasty 3-chord whiskey. You're right.
That stuff's so bad.
I think you can still get heartburn, though, even if you can't taste.
Yeah, that was awful.
Sayla says, have you tried an old Carver 500?
No, I haven't. No, it'd be interesting to try one, though.
Tony, you guys are super inspirational. Hi, Tony. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Thanks for the compliment.
Thank you.
It's probably him.
Well,
I'm just sitting here coughing.
No, you know what, though?
Super inspirational.
Well, I'll tell you what. You guys are super inspirational, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a show. And we get just as much, if not more, out of you guys than you guys get out of us. So we definitely appreciate you guys being here. So, and I mean that. Like, without you guys, we're just sitting here looking into a camera going, what are we doing? We should probably just watch a movie or something. So yes, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us.
Chasing Gain, thank you for answering his questions.
You are welcome, sir. I hope I gave you an answer that, makes sense, I guess.
Steve Evenchek, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, Steve?
He said Kemper versus Quad Cortex.
Oh, that would be an easy win for the Kemper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it would be a very easy win.
CM079, been playing my new Kemper through my Boss Katana head as it's a Class AV power. So loving the response as long as the profile is good.
Yeah, profile. See, and what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. I mean, the thing is the nice thing about Kemper is it's only as good as the profiles that you use. So that's actually a good thing. So if you play the Kemper and it sounds and feels like crap, it's like there's hope. It's not the product, it's the profile. So just get another profile. And the one guy that was asking earlier about the stock profiles, you're right, dude. There's 90% of the stock ones are not going to be to your liking. So go to some reputable websites and get some good stuff and try them out. And honestly, the curator of those profiles has a lot of say in how they sound and feel. So if you find some profiles that you really like, and look at who made them and go, well, this guy and I we have similar tastes and stuff. So let's we're what do you call that? We're
in
something.
cahoots.
Yeah, we're something spirits. I forget the name for it, but yeah. So we have a lot in common. So go and find some more stuff that he made and try those out.
Chasing Gain says, by the way, just picked up the Monomyth Origin, and it's a monster. Would love to see you rip on his stuff. Oh,
I would love to try it out if I can ever get my hands on one. I'm having a hard enough time getting my amp from Red 7 right now, and it's no fault of theirs. Somehow FedEx has lost my Red 7 Leviathan. How do you lose a Leviathan? It's kind of big.
Sounds like a hard thing to lose, right? And heavy, yeah.
Yeah, it probably ate the driver or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's snacking on him right now.
Ryan loves his Buxom Boost with any amp.
Yeah, I heard it's a good pedal.
Let's see. Tony, you guys are I already read that one. My bad. We're just inspirational. We're so inspirational. I had to read it twice. Yeah. Let's see. Sayla, have you tried an old... I think I already asked you that, too. An old Carver 500. Didn't I ask you that?
Yeah, you asked me that.
Boy, I guess I scrolled up way too far.
Way too far.
Christopher, I want a Kemper to satisfy my need to have all the amps.
I'll tell you, it's nice. It really is nice to have the Kemper so you can collect all that with, very little money spent. So I agree. It's great.
Oh,
really
Jay says it's from the SNL skit, The Pepper Boy.
Oh, the Freshy the Pepper? Want the more pepper? What's he talking about? I don't remember. You like it, the pepper?
Steve Evensick says, Shred Ain't Dead's channel Greg Block getting his own signature pickup for Voodoo Custom Pickups.
Oh, nice, man. That's awesome.
Congrats,
dude.
Aaron Short. Hey, Aaron Short.
Hello.
Says, I watched some videos where they compare the power toaster to real amps, and they say they sound the same. Have you tried the powered toaster?
No, I haven't. I have not done that. But I wouldn't mind trying it out. Hi, I'm Aaron Short. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I had to give Aaron some crap. Aaron's awesome, man. He's a great singer, too. Very good singer.
Flux, the Line 6 Veda had one of the best solid-state power amps I've ever heard. It's really clean.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That is true. That is true. I've heard good things about that.
GM Iron. Hey there. I haven't seen your name before.
Hey. Well, he used to be Homie the Clown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Homie changed his name.
Yeah. He's hiding from the law. That's why.
I have a 2x100 Graco Mesa Boogie Power Amp in the Helix. It's massive. It sounds so amazing.
Hell yeah. It really makes a difference when you plug your... I actually did an episode about that. Do tubes matter? And I plugged my Helix into a tube power amp. And I was like, wow. Big improvement. Major improvement.
George Irisari says, hey, which amp do you recommend for $1,000 budget for metal?
For metal.
A metal amp for $1,000.
Right there.
EVH 5150 Iconic.
Yep, I would get the Iconic. I mean,
Wait, are you keeping that?
That's Steve's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Steve's.
Like it's all hooked up and stuff.
Yeah, it's got a nice spot on the...
It's got a nice spot on it.
I'm getting one. I am actually getting one. So, and I'm paying for it, just so
After
people understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm even paying for it. So, but yeah, it's a great amp. Dude, I'm telling you, like, the Iconic is a legit amp for $1,000. It really freaking is. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, the MT-15 also is a great amp for less than $1,000, but you're looking at... I mean, it's a 15 watt that kind of sounds like a 50. Yeah, it's a good amp for the price. Either one of those, but if you don't mind parting with a few extra dollars and getting the Iconic, you're still within, it's $9.99 now. So,
it's not $8.99 anymore.
No, and that's the thing. Fender raised all their prices, not just on that amp. They raised all of them. So is everybody else. I mean, go to the grocery store. Yeah, everybody's raising prices.
Or don't go to the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, yeah, get the Iconic, dude. For $1,000, I'm trying to think of, gosh, are there any other amps that I even have here for $1,000 that, what do I have? Dude, I seriously, like, for $1,000, there's not many amps out there.
No, talk a little bit more about the MT-15. You haven't talked about that in a long time.
Okay, so
I like it. I like the sound.
It is. It's a great amp. The MT-15 is awesome. It's 15 watts, but it sounds like a 50 watt. Okay, it's got a nice big sound, a great clean channel.
Is it?
Well, it is, but my board's it's not
yeah.
programmed. So it's got a great clean and crunch rhythm and lead channel. It's 2 channels, but the high gain channel is amazing in it. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick the Iconic because the Iconic has 3 modes. It's got the clean and then crunch mode on channel 1, and there's plenty of gain in the crunch channel on channel 1, and then the high gain channel, which is the red channel, is freaking... I mean, if that doesn't have enough gain for you, I don't know what to tell you. And I'd say that about the green channel in crunch mode either, or as well. Both. Just go get one of those. Seriously, I can't talk today for some reason.
Oh, great. I'm coughing everywhere and you can't talk.
Yeah.
James Dunn, hey, just getting here. Glad to have you.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Penn Burnett says, I want to start a GoFund to get Steve Shaheen a headstock. He's such a good guy, such a good player. He deserves a headstock.
He's hilarious. He's always giving Steve crap about not having a headstock on his guitar.
CS was out shoveling snow. I'm here now.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Yeah,
good to see you, man.
A little farther down, he said Steve does need headstock for sure. He also says, look at the new shelf arrangement. Nice. And Carrie sounds a little snuffly. Yeah. That's the pain of having children. Bring germs home from school.
Exactly. Yeah, I got all my amps hooked up. I got 16 amps hooked up now, but I got to get the switcher from KHE. I got 2 of them now and 2 effects loop switchers. I got to program them and sync them, and that's where I'm at right now. So I got to do that next, and then I can start playing amps again.
Let's see. Tony S is here. Kindred. Hey. Oh, I think he was trying to help you out with the word kindred.
Oh, kindred spirits.
Yeah.
Thank you, kindred spirits.
I said in cahoots.
Yeah, I can't think of words tonight. Kindred spirits. Thank you. Yeah.
Scott says, can't go wrong with the Amp Guru pack for $60. Any amp and pedal combo you could ever need.
Nice.
Aaron Short, get a great amp with an aux and make your own profile of any amp you love. The aux is so good.
Aux is really good. I like it. Richie Faulkner doesn't like it, but I do.
James Dunn asked you about the Red 7, but you already answered that.
Yes, it's lost. It's somewhere in Narnia right now, and no one knows where it is. So
I live in Narnia.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe it's at your house.
Maybe it's at my house.
Sheesh. Yeah.
The X Forever says, sorry, he's late to the party. He just got on the super chat. Thank you, Jay, for the super chat.
Thank you.
It threw my screen all awry.
All awry.
All awry. Okay, he says, just got off work. Glad I could still catch your live stream. Greetings from Florida. Florida sounds better than
Florida sounds amazing.
20 degrees.
Yeah, Florida sounds amazing right now. We should go to Florida.
I think that next Sunday we should have live from Florida.
Yeah.
You know, like Regis and
Regis and Kelly used to.
Yeah. Live from Disney. Whatever.
Hell yeah, man. I'm all about it. Let's do it.
But let's stay away from Disney. There's too many kids.
Yeah.
It's too crowded. Let's just find a secluded beach.
I think we're a little old for Disney anyway. So.
But I love the princesses.
You are a princess.
Mermaid's my favorite. Just saying. It's my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Let's see. George, hey, which amp do you recommend? Oh, I already read that. Boy, I can't. I feel like they're sending the same questions. There's no.
No, you're scrolling wrong.
I am scrolling wrong. Okay, JB. Jarrod, have you ever tried the Dreamcatcher and Rainmaker pickups? I wonder if there's a difference with the Sonic Ecstasy. I
may have, because I think I tried them on the. Man, what guitar? See, I have a JP15, so if they're on there, then yes, I have. I lose track of all the details about my guitars. I'm an amp guy more, so like all my guitars, I'm like, what kind of pickups do you have? Good ones. I don't know.
Not a detailed guy in general.
Yeah.
Details. Nope.
Yeah.
Jarrod's a big picture kind of guy.
But certain things I'm detail oriented with, like the show and my amps. But otherwise, my guitars, it's like. Remember when I had that Camaro? I used to have a 69 Camaro. It was like a freaking amazing car. And I get these freaking idiots walking up to me at car shows and ask me all these like trick questions about stuff. Like, I don't even remember half of them. And they're like, what's the... And I'm just like, I don't know. I just drive it, bro. It's a good, you like it? Is it, is it cool?
It's blue. And it has no AC.
Yeah, it's Malibu blue with white racing stripes, and it's freaking amazing, Shut up. And oh my God, these guys would get mad at me because, like, you don't know that about your car? I'm like, no, I don't. And it just drove me nuts. I like stuff, I buy it, I use it, and I know enough about it to get me into trouble and out of trouble, and I don't know anything more. It's kind of how I work.
I don't know about the out of trouble, though.
Yeah, well...
You pretty much stay in trouble.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's fun there. The trouble zone is the fun zone.
Steve Shaheen says, true story, I ordered a guitar with a headstock and it came damaged, so I sent it back. Guess it wasn't meant to be.
Hell yeah.
GM Iron says, love you guys, you're absolutely favorite in the genre.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See. Bobcat, the dollar is worth less now. Everything did not increase. Holla for the dollar bill, y'all.
Holla for the dollar bill, y'all. I hope things change. I really do, because this is getting crazy, man.
What accent do I have when I say iconic? What is it, iconic? What accent do I have?
Sometimes you sound like you're from Minnesota when you talk.
Yeah.
Minnesota, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah, sometimes you do. I like the New York accent though for iconic.
Iconic. GM says he loves the accent when I say iconic. Iconic.
It's probably the snot accent.
He's the snotty accent, right? Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, I feel like Jay is going to give me a chance to clear my throat. Skeeter complains about not being able to find any Kemper profile packs for his electric banjo.
I'll tell you guys something right now. I'm damn sick and tired of this Kemper here. This green ugly thing looks like a big old spit on my floor. Big old ball flam with a bunch of blinky lights
stop
in it.
I'm gonna start gagging.
I'm sick and tired of it, man. I got my banjo here, and I want to play me some Deliverance. And all I find is metal profiles and blues, and all I want it to do is go ding 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 ding, and it won't do it. I'm sick to my stomach about it, so I'm about to drop kick this damn thing out of the house and just go back to just playing a regular old banjo.
Out of the house.
Out of the house. That's right. So, I'll tell you something right now. If Skeeter don't find no banjo profiles, Skeeter's gonna whip some ass. Tell you that right now. Whip it. I'm gonna whoop it good.
Make your goatee shake.
I know. I'm gonna whoop it good. See my goatee shake like that? When my goatee shakes, you better run. I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Better run for your damn life.
Don't make me cough. CM079, Jarrod and Carrie, thanks for hearing my question out and acknowledging me, buddy. I'm making chicken fajitas with my girl. Gonna have to dodge for a while. As always, much love.
Oh, good for you, man.
Enjoy those chicken fajitas.
Yeah, our pleasure, man. Anytime. Anytime at all.
Jarrod, let's see, I'm shredding done. Jarrod, you're great and we love you, but where is Skeeter? Oh, you just did it.
Skeeter's right here, man. Skeeter's always here. He's just waiting for an excuse to come out and make an ass out of himself. And out of her, too. I'll make an ass out of anybody. I don't care.
All right, Tony. I've been all running an EVH Cell 50 Zilla Croc Cab Helix in the Royal Red John Petrucci Monarchy 6. My Mud Killer boost pedal came on Friday. Thanks to you guys for a true killer tone.
Ah, you're welcome. Thanks, man. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I love...
So good. That's a nice list of things.
Yeah, I love... Congrats on all that stuff, dude. I love the Mud Killer, man. It really is awesome. I'm so mad. I wish I could play my amps tonight. I gotta program my stuff.
CS says Disney World is on his bucket list and he's 52. Hey, let's do it. Let's all go.
Let's all go to Disneyland.
Whenever it's not a lot of people in there, because the last time the line to just get in was like stupid. A half a day long.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You got to get there the day before you actually want to go in the park.
I could imagine.
Jimmy says Florida is only 61 degrees. Let's do it.
Brr.
Aaron says it's Believe in Music Week.
Believe in Music Week?
I'm not done. I just had to cough.
Oh.
What piece of gear would you most like to see next week? Oh, I'm going to die.
What piece of gear would I like to see released next week?
Nope. You'll have to read it. You know, I gotta go.
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
She'll be right back.
Or something.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find... Is it from Aaron?
Yep, Aaron Short.
Okay. Oh, Aaron Short. Where?
7:43.
And you let the cat in. And here comes Kitty Witty. Here he comes. Hey, buddy. You gonna come knock over the mic like you always do? Hi. You gonna sit up here? Want to be my co-host? Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be in here, but that's the house terrorizer right here. Yep. You're on TV, buddy. Yep. So he's gonna rub his face all over everything. That's what he does. I'm trying to find Aaron Short's comment. Aaron, shoot that comment again, because I can't find it, dude. I don't know where she left off here. So I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and send that again. Don't rub your face on the mic, buddy. Over here. Oh, there it is. It's Believe in Music Week. What piece of gear would you most like to see next week? Ooh. My Red 7 Leviathan. I'd like to see that show up next week. I spent enough money on the damn thing. I want to see the new the MT100. I'd love to see that come out next week. And I would love to see what Line 6 is doing with the Helix. I know, I don't know because no one's told me, but I'm guessing it's something's coming from line 6. They've been quiet, and I think something's coming. I think there might be a Helix 2, or I don't know, something coming. Again, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But something like that would be awesome. That would be really exciting. That's what I would like to see, for sure. Jimmy McKee, Florida is only 61 degrees right now. Swing on by. I'll tell you what, if we could, we would. Let's see here. Just catching up to you guys, doing Carrie's stuff here. Yep, Kitty Witty. Yep, star of the show. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful cat. Like, he's really fuzzy and... Oh, hey, Brandon.
What's up, man? Drunk Uncle here.
What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Dude, that comment today had me rolling, dude. I was freaking laughing my butt off when I was reading that. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Brandon left a comment on one of my videos, and I read it this morning, and he's like, yeah, I got a roommate that always catches me watching your show, and since you always have a glass of whiskey, he's like, oh, you watching Drunk Uncle again? And he didn't mean it in a mean way. It was like a funny thing. So now in their house, I'm Drunk Uncle. It's like, oh, you gonna watch Drunk Uncle tonight? Tonight's wine, so I guess I'm Wino Uncle. That's hilarious, though. Good to see you, man. And hello to your roommate. That's freaking hilarious. It's so awesome that we're on people's TVs and stuff, you know. Well, Carrie's back, ish.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron Shore says, definitely time for Helix 2, Flux. Will be interesting. Yeah, I think Line 6 needs to release another Helix. I really do. I think it's time that came out. That would be freaking awesome. Let me play 2 mixes. You know, I'll play a couple riffs. I'll play a couple mixes. Typical mixes of just, you know, today I literally was trying to program my KHE stuff like minutes before we went live, and I gave up because I'm like, I got to make some phone calls, and I didn't really have anything planned with the Kemper, so I'm literally trying to fly by the seat of my pants right now. 1 second here, guys. There we go.
Good.
Couple of mixes for you guys. Yeah. Warming up.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it does.
Sounds good. It sounds super basementy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start talking and then start.
What do you mean by basementy? Just so people understand.
Basementy. I don't know. It just sounds
deep and
deep
dark
and dark
and, yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's got a nasty grind to it. Yeah. I'm really happy with this profile pack. It came out really good, and that's all I use now is the Driftwood ones. They just sound amazing.
It looks like Steve Vai has joined us.
It's not really Steve Vai.
That'd be something, Ollie.
Yeah, it would be something.
Hi, Steve Vai.
I'd be super nervous. I'd be like, oh my God, I can't
Yeah,
play.
I was like, hey, look, Steve Vai. And he's like, no,
it's not Steve Vai. It's like, remember when you used to, there was this restaurant when I was younger, whatever name you gave them, they'd have to call it out. Kind of like Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd go out
Daffy
to eat there.
Duck, your coffee's ready.
My buddies were like Bon Jovi. They gave him Bon Jovi once. And we're all sitting there. We all had long hair and all our trench coats and all this. And we're standing there. And the lady's like rolling her eyes. Bon Jovi. And everybody turns around and looks. And it's just us. And everybody's like, you guys suck. Yeah.
Bobcat says, hells, yells, yes. I love me some Jarrod riffs.
Thank you. You did a great job last week, by the way, Bobcat.
Yeah,
and,
you did.
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
I don't think he was here to hear it, though. I don't think he was with us last week.
Yeah, I didn't see you in the chat, so check last week's episode.
It.
You missed it, man. Hopefully you caught it on the replay. So, yeah.
Jimmy McKee says, "Your playing is so John Petrucci. I love it."
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I saw Big Mike's name here. There he is. Who let the cat out of the bag? Says it's cold in South Alabama.
Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, Kitty Witty's a nuisance. I love him to pieces, but he's a little...
giant, hairy nuisance.
Yeah, he's a menace. I love that cat, though. He's awesome.
Variety K says, highlight of my weekend is watching you guys on Sunday night.
Oh, dude.
Thanks for saying that.
Thank you. You really need that, you know, and right back at you. It's a highlight of our week of doing this, and I'm not kidding you. It really is.
Flux says, sorry if I missed this. Is this the Kemper head with the power amp?
Nope, this is Kemper straight into the board. There's no cab or anything. I'm just going straight out into the board. You know, I guess, all right, so let's get into some of the topics, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so...
Then the less I will cough, the less talking than I do.
Exactly. So what I'll do is I'll cover, like, what I would play live, like if I was to play a show around here, or maybe even on the road. If I was to do Tone Wars on the road, I would bring some amps, because I mean that's kind of what I do, you know. But if I was to play, like if I was in a band, I was to play shows and all that kind of stuff around here or even out of town, honestly, I would bring my Kemper. And tonight's episode really reminded me of that, because I was scrambling, literally. I was down here trying to program all this stuff so I could play my amps, and it just didn't come together in time. And I'm like, I got to go upstairs and grab my Kemper and do something tonight. So I ran upstairs, grabbed it, plugged it in, and within 3 minutes I was ready, you know. And that's how awesome products like that are, you know, and I don't feel like I'm giving you guys crappy tones tonight. And like, I don't feel like I have to apologize. Like, sorry guys, it's just going to be the Kemper tonight. I know it's going to sound like crap, but at least it's something. I literally feel like I'm still giving you guys like a good sounding performance, you know, with this product. I mean, it's a great freaking product. And if I was to play a show, I would 100% be very happy to bring my Kemper to a live stage.
And you have.
And I have many times, you know. I would love to bring that to a live stage situation, because remember when we used to do shows around here? I mean, we used to get home at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you'd be handing me stuff from the
Loading,
grass from my porch and bringing everything up to me. And we'd be like, it's 3 a.m. and we're doing this, you know.
Yeah.
But it's less loading.
I wouldn't trade those memories for anything.
I wouldn't either.
I don't care.
No, it was fun.
Yep,
it was fun. And you were always the only one that would come home and help me unload. So that's why you're sitting next to me today. And the only one I could ever count on. So, but anyways, yeah, so I would be happy to bring this, because, I mean, I could pack my guitar vault with my 4 guitars and my Kemper, and I'm done. I could walk in, and in one trip, everything's in the venue, and I'm done. And it sounds great. Something that people don't usually talk about, I've never heard anybody talk about, is, okay, so you bring your amp, your very expensive amp and cab to a show. God bless you. I'm sure it sounds amazing, and I totally respect that. But you bring that there, what are they miking it with? An SM57. You go to any club, 9 out of 10 times you're going to see an SM57 in front of your cab. Great mic. It's a workhorse mic. Everybody's used to it. Okay, so, and there's no reason why they would spend a ton of money on mics at a club. It's just going to get kicked around and abused.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that. But, so what you're hearing as an audience member is a mic'd up cab. Well, what are you hearing with the Kemper? A mic'd up cab with an amp. Same thing. But what mics am I using? I'm using an SM57, but I'm also using a Royer 121, which is the $1,300 mic that a club will not give you and let you use. So I'm actually getting a better mic'd up situation for the club than the club would with the real amp and cab, something that people don't talk about. So now, and I know that there's the whole listener experience for you on stage. Like some guys are like, well, you know, I want to feel that cab and that rumble and stuff. Excuse me, I totally understand that. We used in-ears. And you would think that if you're on stage with in-ears, like you're not, you know, you're not going to feel any rumble or whatever. Dude, I'm telling you what, when we were on stage performing...
The house mix is usually so loud.
Yeah.
It overpowered it anyway.
You're going to feel the rumble. You're going to have all this low end and authority in your playing anyway. So your cab, do you really think your little cab is going to keep up with a 50,000 watt system in a house? No, it's not. So you're going to get it anyway. So when we went on stage the first time with our in-ears, remember at the Token Lounge, we were like, okay, here we go. As soon as we kicked in, it was like, wow, this feels amazing and it sounds amazing. And we had the house backing it up and making it all sound huge. So I was like, I got no problem with playing like that live, you know. So you're going to have a great situation with a Kemper or another digital, platform live, but I'm not saying that amps suck and you shouldn't use them anymore and they're they're just not worth having. No, they're obsolete. They're not. Keep your amps at home and keep them nice and pristine, and take a Kemper to a gig. Just try it once and bring it home, and you'll be like, wow. I made one trip and I'm in the house already and I don't have to put all the stuff away. And my amp didn't get all dinged up and banged up and this thing worked fine.
Yeah.
So, and you got all the effects and you got all the stuff right here and it's just all in one spot. So that's really what it was meant for, is so you can take your home rig on the road and keep your home rig in good shape and not have to pay all that money to have to cart it around. So that's, honestly, if you ever saw me, if I was ever in a band again, and I was to perform live, I would 100% bring my Kemper, and I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. I think it's a great unit for that.
And you'd be talking about it all night long.
Yeah, because
all the dudes standing in front of you like this.
She used to get frustrated with me because we...
Oh my God. We could have got home at 1 instead of 3, but he had to talk to all the dudes that were standing there like this.
That's what dudes do, man. You know?
As a matter of fact, I emptied the stage while he was yammering on and on about all the things.
But that's...
And we're standing on the side like, let's go.
You know what was funny is every
Next
time...
band is playing and you're still...
Well, that's, sorry.
That's why we started Tone Wars, so Jarrod could just... with all the guys.
And not have to worry about playing on stage anymore. But that's really what it was. Like, it was just, no one ever said nice music. It was always like, dude, I love your this and the rig and it's like, it's never about the music.
The rest of us are like, hi, I sang my heart out over here.
Works really hard on that song there. Yeah, but all you care about is this stupid little red pedal here. Okay, glad I showed up for that. Yeah. But yeah, that was good times. I wouldn't trade those days for anything.
I know. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean, if you have a Kemper, and you get people sometimes like, oh, real amps would bring or real bands would bring an amp and stuff, and I've even had people say that on the streams. like if you really cared, you'd bring an amp, and I'm like, bro, no one's coming to see my amp. They're coming to hear the music, hopefully. You always get the guys that we mentioned earlier, like the local musicians that always want to talk about your gear, but the majority of the audience just wants to be entertained and they want to enjoy your music, So if you have something,
talk to Jarrod about his gear.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't give a crap about the girl that just left her lungs on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, you forgot these.
So as I was saying.
But yeah, that's kind of the way it is, though. Just entertain people and don't break your back and kill yourself trying to get all this gear on the road. I mean, there's touring bands right now that are pretty big acts that bring digital platforms with them because it's just easier. It's just easier and a lot cheaper,
Sayla says proof that you can have a wall of amps and still use digital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean Harkness. Metallica even uses XFX for shows these days, and they have, Metallica money, but the digital stuff is more reliable.
Well, Misha Mansour, when we interviewed him, I talked to him about his touring rig and stuff. He's like, dude, he's got his own signature amp with Peavey, the Invective, and when they tour, they use XFX. Why? It's a hell of a lot cheaper. It really is. I mean, can you imagine having 3 guitar players and amps and cabs and pedal boards and all the stuff that they'd have to have a whole nother trailer just for that?
It'd be 7 a.m. that we'd still be on the
Oh, it'd be nuts. So they roll in with a rack full of gear, one rack. They roll it in, pop the top off, plug it in, and they're off to the races. That's how it's done these days.
Bobcat says, hey, digital good to have around the house. I'd play a Black Star. I'd core a V330 watt around the house.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep, exactly. You know, it's just simple. It's easy.
Anthony Allen, happy Sunday.
Hey.
Thanks for another entertaining stream. Good talks and brutal tones.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank
Jay
you.
Popper, he's a new subscriber. Hi, Jay.
What's up, buddy?
Says great information and he's enjoying the channel.
Thank you. Welcome to the community, man.
Thanks for saying hi.
Love having you here. Thank you so much.
Paul White says, I have to say this because I'm so excited. I just bought an Epiphone Les Paul Custom MKH Snowfall 7 on Reverb the other day, and he's super stoked.
Dude, congrats, man. That's awesome.
JB50 Watt. I remember seeing a Coffee with Ola with Dino Cazares?
Mm-hmm.
Where he talked about his JCM 800. This is heavily modified and really unique. He said he profiled it and uses the Kemper so it never gets stolen.
Yeah, there's so many reasons to use it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people like the guitar player Thomas. I think his name's Thomas Youngblood or Bloodgood. Thomas Youngblood or I forget Blood something from Camelot.
Oh.
And he has a guitar amp that's they don't make them anymore, and he can't find them, and he's like, I'm worried about this amp dying on me on the road because I don't know if I could ever replace it, you know? And guys like that, it's like profile it, take it on the road with you. If you profile it properly, it'll sound amazing, and now you can keep your amp at home in pristine condition, because anybody that's toured knows, I mean, it's brutal on you and your gear, you know? So yeah, it's definitely something. That's what the Kemper was built for in the first place. Was like, well, now you can take your rig on the road and not have to bring your rig on the road. Leave it at home. Not, you know, keep it all in pristine condition and just take it with you. That's what it was built for.
Gabriel Sanchez joined us. Hi, Gabriel.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's see. Tony says, Kitty Witty and us are waiting for the new Kiesel guitar to arrive. Any ETA on it? Love from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, hey, good to see you. It's probably going to be April or May, something like that. It's going to be a bit.
Springtime.
Yeah. Yep, they're way behind.
Aaron Short says he wants a real cab on stage. Looking forward to the Amp X.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the Amp X is another product I'm looking forward to seeing, too. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I forgot about that, the Amp X. Yeah, that's going to be interesting when that comes out.
JB says, Mark Morton from Lamb of God is using the Badlander now. He's touring now with 2 Badlanders in his rig, and he doesn't use an overdrive.
Nice. Dude, the Badlander's a kick-ass amp. I can't wait to play it again. I just got to get my stuff hooked up.
Flux said Youngblood. He plays an old Ampeg.
Yep, Thomas Youngblood. Boy, he's got great guitar tone. Boy, his guitar tone's amazing. He's a great player, too.
Steve Avenchik says, Jarrod, I'm up to 15 amps. I don't want to get into deep editing, but I might get the profiler stage just to buy all your packs.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice to have. You know, you can really preserve all of your gear by keeping that. I mean, honestly, like, dude, I would be pissed if I brought my Ingle Savage to a local show. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
You know how pissed I would be if I showed up, you know, because we always go to dinner, right? Drop all your gear off, go to dinner, come back, and it's got a big nick or scuff or scratch on it, or a knob broken off.
I don't know that we would be able to play the show. He would be so angry.
Neither would the guy who did it. That'd be his last show. I would be freaking done. And then it's like, great, I did all this for what, you know? And if I brought my Kemper, would I be miffed if it got, you know, damaged or whatever? Of course I would. But it's a lot easier to replace that than a $3,000 Ingle Savage, you know? That a lot of times you can't get. There's a lot of amps you can't get right now. I'm not saying you can't get a Savage, but who knows? So, yeah, it's just one of those things. And, you know, it's funny, and conversely, somebody mentioned this to me the other day about the Iconic. The Iconic is also, like, if you have, like, he had a Stealth, okay, a 100-watt Stealth. Well, that's a $2,300 amp. And he's like, dude, what?
It's just the way you're doing this.
Oh.
You're, like, flexing. Like,
yeah, he's got a Stealth back there. Now, if I was flexing, I'd do that. See, there's a difference. You'll know if I flex. All right.
The shirt will rip.
Exactly. You'll hear a tearing noise. It's screaming women coming running at my... So, anyways... But this guy was like, hey, I have a Stealth 100 watts, very expensive amp. Do you think that the Iconic would be a good road amp for me? And I'm like, dude, that'd be a perfect road amp for you. And the thing is like, it's a lot less expensive. It's $1,000. Okay, and you could take it on the road, and it would sound great and feel great and take a pedal really well or whatever, all the stuff you want to do with it. And if it got damaged, I mean, yeah, it would suck, but at least it's not a $2,300 amp that got damaged. Yeah. You know, it's a $1,000 amp that got damaged. And you wouldn't be up there playing it going, God, I miss my Stealth. Oh, man, this amp sucks. I mean, you'd be like, you know what? I'm grateful I have this really good product here that's getting the job done, and it actually sounds pretty damn good, you know? So it's just stuff like that. Sometimes you just got to take stuff on the road that's just more economical and easy.
Jay says he ordered his laptop today, and he has about an 8-week wait.
Nice.
Looking forward to getting his drum tracks recorded.
Yeah, that'll be nice, dude.
Flux says Michael Romeo of Symphony X uses a Line 6 Veda HD on tour.
Oh.
He has to keep his angle at home.
Yes, see? That's what I'm saying. Like, the road just does things to your gear, man. I mean, watch some rig rundowns, and you'll see all the backup gear these guys got to bring, all these big bands, and it's like, man, the expense. Ooh.
Paul White wants to try the 100 watts so bad. He's currently rocking a Mark V.
Oh, yeah, the Mark Vs are great. The Mark V 25?
Just says Mark
Oh,
V.
which one? Was it the 25, 35, or 90? But he wants to try the 100 watt Stealth. Dude, I dare you. I dare you to not like that amp. The 100 watt Stealth is stupid. It's just really freaking good. So the other topic we wanted to bring up is you probably saw his picture in the thumbnail. Stay Metal Ray. You guys, I'm sure most of you or probably all of you know who he is. He's got a much bigger channel than this one. But he actually gave us some props the other day in a video that he put out. And the title of the video is something like Iconic 30 Days of Iconic Drama or something. And so I was like, oh, this will be cool. And me and Jamie Trevino down here wiring up all this stuff, and they're just hanging out. And it popped up in my, I was like, oh, let's watch this. And we watched it on the monitor here. And he gave Kyle Bull a nice shout out, and he gave us a nice shout out. And I'm like, yes! So I just thought that was really cool. And it was really kind of him. And that, you know, and he was in our feed last week. Mm-hmm. And he also commented on one of my videos I did the week before. And I think Ray was doing his due diligence, just trying to, what's this channel all about and stuff, and checking us out before he gave us props, which is actually a good thing. You know, you don't want to just willy-nilly throw props on somebody that you're like, ooh, that didn't age well. I was wrong about that guy. So I'm glad that he did all that, and we're very grateful. So Ray, if you're watching now or later, thanks, buddy. Yeah. That's how it's done, man. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, man, this is a huge community, but there's a lot of creators out here, and it's very nice when we hear great comments from you guys. It really is, and they never fall on deaf ears, and they're always very much appreciated. And a lot of people look at it as competition, like somebody's like, oh, this channel, oh, you're trying to better this channel or whatever. And it's just nice sometimes when you see a channel that's more successful or more well-known than your own, reach back and try to give you a yank up the ladder, you know, and give you some notoriety or some love. And that really says a lot about people that do that, you know, and it's a very kind thing. And so I really appreciate that very much, Ray. That was very kind of you. You didn't have to do it. I mean, there was nothing in it for you to do it. So very much appreciate it. And
there's always something in it. I don't mean that in a bad way, but just kindness,
you
know? Yeah,
well, I guess
karma, whatever, putting good stuff out.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. He did it just to be a nice guy, and that was what was in it. It was just him being a nice guy and just giving some props to people. And, you know, and I have to say, like, even through this whole thing, like, Nine Cornel, you know, Kyle Bull and Shred Ain't Dead and Pariah versus Gear, I've talked to them guys. about some situations that arose earlier the last couple of weeks, and they were very supportive, and it was great. It was really great to have the support of the community with you guys and with people that who are also creators in the community as well. So I just wanted to give some props to Ray and to them guys as well, and it really put some gas in the tank, because I've been through a lot this last couple weeks, and just even yesterday, I had my house torn apart upstairs, getting painted, and getting walls repaired and all the crap, and then down here, my whole room got tore apart, and we were working on all these amps. So it's like, when you do that much work on your set, it's nice when you're doing and it was nice because it was right in the middle of all that video popped up, and I was like, well, I don't even need a cup of coffee now. Like Ray gave it, gave me all the, the adrenaline I needed to finish the day. So, yeah, it's nice to see people support each other in the community.
JB says, I remember when Stay Metal Ray was much smaller and just starting. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
He definitely got big fast.
Yep, exactly. I started watching him when he had 5,000 subs. And all of a sudden he was at 15 and then 25, and now he's at over 50, and I'm like, wow. That is crazy how fast
well,
his
maybe
channel's
he's returning the favor. Maybe somebody farther up the ladder is giving him a little pull too.
Yep.
So.
Well, that's what happens. We should all help each other out. That's really what it's about here, and I appreciate that. It's very rare when that happens to me. So
Ross Krause says, Jarrod, this is a really good gig here, doing these fan live hangs for us all. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, dude.
It's
seriously,
fun for us too. It gives us something to look forward to, and we get to hang out and smoke cigars and drink wine. And
I know, exactly. No, we really, what she said. We really appreciate you guys being here too. Seriously, it gives us purpose, and we love it very much.
Dean Harkness says, Stay Metal Ray is legit. That's why I'm on his Patreon list too. Dude's been through hell with sugaries, but stays positive. Sugaries? Surgeries. Sorry. Like sugaries? Surgeries.
Yeah, he has too much sugar? Surgeries,
Flex says, you rule, Jarrod. Your live streams are so much fun.
Well, thank you. And they wouldn't be as fun without you guys. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's the truth.
Stay Metal Ray is here. He says, hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. Thank you very much. We're just giving you some appreciation and love, giving it right back to you, buddy. It's a good example that he set. Honestly, I've been around a long time, and I've done a lot of different projects, and it's very rare when people try to help me. It's usually they're trying to throw me under the bus and try to get one over on me, and it says a lot about a person, on how they treat people that are, maybe less successful than them, or starting out or whatever, and they kind of look at them and belittle them and stuff like that. But it also says a lot about somebody who is doing very well in a certain business or even on YouTube or whatever, and they turn around and they help people up the ladder as well, and they give them a pull, and it's rare when that happens, and I very much appreciate it, Ray. I really do. That says a lot about who you are.
He says, thanks for being so kind to me.
Oh, dude, of course. Jeez.
James Dunn wants to know, how long has it been since you fired up the KSR?
It's been months.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it's because of I only had eight slots on my switcher, so I had to get another switcher so I could have 16. So now that I have 16, now I can, because, man, I'll tell you, to crawl back here and hook up amps behind this thing, then crawl down that little hole and get back there is a lot of work. So it's nice to be able to just now they're all hooked up. I can just flip a switch and switch to it, and I'm done, so I'll be playing it some more for sure.
Do you have anything else that you want to play?
Yeah, I can. What else do I have?
You have so many songs.
I have lots of songs. You know what I should do? This one always gets me, but I'll see if I can do it.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah, all right.
Everybody's giving Stay Metal Ray some love, so we'll let that
He deserves
through.
it.
He does.
Yeah, give Stay Metal Ray a big old group hug, guys. All right, 1 second here. Okay, there, not too shabs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good. I miss
Thank you.
singing.
I know. Well, you sang.
I did sing.
Yep.
You wouldn't have wanted to hear it, but
You didn't hear it. She sounds snotty.
sicky poo.
Yes.
Good job on it all.
Thank you.
Let's see. Paul White says drop pedal can go down semitone just fine. Oh, he was saying something about he was playing in drop A couple hours ago. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love the lower tunings, man. Everything sounds nastier. Yep, that's why I love the 7 strings, man.
JB50 Watt says maybe a Stay Metal Ray and Tone Wars collaboration.
That would be an honor. I would love to do something like that. That would be a total honor. You know, that would be fun.
Sean Casey says, believe it or not, Marshall is iconic amp that started rock and roll and metal.
Yes, he's right. And what happened was Marshall took it so far and then handed the torch to EVH, or like the 5150, and 5150 totally said, hold my beer. And it completely just really took it to whole new heights, and that's why that amp is so iconic. It's a great amp. Yep, iconic.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Thunderguild, how do we get to jam with you?
Oh, dude, I would freaking... Well, okay, so where do you live? Because if you live local, I'd love to do that. Or I guess the next best thing, if you want to do community jams. So email me, and I could send you a track for the community jam and give you some time to write your own solo to it, and then we'll put you on the show virtually. I'll download the video, and we'll play it on the show just like we did last week.
So I think last week Jay had offered to write the backing track or to offer up a backing track.
That's right.
So he has to record his drums, right? So it's going to be a few weeks.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another community jam since it's going to take 8 weeks for his laptop to get here? Do you want to send out something else?
Yeah, I could send out something else. So email me. I'll send you a track, and we'll do a community jam. For show.
Yep. So we give him what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, we can do. Something? You know what? We should do the one I just did. That's the one we'll do, because that's a challenge. That song always gets me every time I. That's one of the songs that gets me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a little nervous on that one because it's a tough solo. So I want to spread the nervousness to you guys. That'd be awesome. So whoever's watching and you want to join in the community jam, email me. Email is in the description, and I will send you the track within the next couple days. And we'll do it next month. We'll do it in February.
Let's see. Sorry, they're just flying right by me. I'm having a hard time figuring out where we're at. Jay McD says, hey, local women singers that rock support ? Hey, local women singers that rock support ? How about a shout out to Rachel Nagy from Detroit Cobras? I don't know who she is. I saw on Facebook that she had passed away. So rest in peace for sure. We're super sorry for that, and our hearts go out to all her fans and family and friends for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, big shout out to her. God bless you, girl. There's not a lot of awesome female singers around here. You're one of them, and there's probably just a handful of other ones, and it's kind of a rare thing when you see a chick up there just throwing down, but it's always cool. It's always cool to see, Love it.
Ronnie K thought you sounded wicked.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much.
Harkness says, not to open that can of worms back up, but metal was created on non-metal amps. Don't tell me the iconic can't chug.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That amp will chug all freaking day. It's a great amplifier. Forget the price. It's still just a great amp. Doesn't matter how much you paid for it.
Flux says, what is your power amp that you have the Kemper going through?
Nothing. It's literally plugged directly into the board over there. You're hearing a direct Kemper sound. No power amp, no cab. It's just direct. It's not even XLRs. I got it hooked up via 1/4 inch. For you guys, and it just sounds incredible.
Paul White asked, wasn't Mesa the first ones to take a Fender Princeton and add distortion for the first time?
I believe that's true. That's the legend, but I wasn't there, so I can't confirm. Gosh, I'd do anything for a DeLorean and a flux capacitor right now. I'd love to see how that stuff all really did happen, you know?
Steve Vai is hungry now.
Oh.
Filthy Pappy, do you still own the Synergy?
I have a Sin 2 over there. I'm probably going to put it up for sale. I still think it's great stuff. I really do. It's just...
Isn't it super heavy?
Synergy? No, it's the little... Remember the little...
Oh, but in the
case. Yeah, I had it all in the cases. It wasn't that bad, but...
for me, not for him.
Yeah. For me, it was pretty easy. No,
Sorry.
Well, the thing is, though, is when... I loved it. Again, I think it's great. A lot of good options there with Synergy and flexibility. I just prefer the actual amp because there is a difference. Whether or not it's better, that's really up to you to decide. But I personally prefer the real amps. Or I should say the full amp, you know, because the modules are legit. But power sections matter. And when you pair preamps with different power sections that they weren't built with, I mean, they still sound good, but they just sound different. Whether or not that works for you is really up to you.
Sailor Baker keeps putting in there the slow 100, folks. Slow 100.
The slow 100.
Slow 100. The slow
100. It's a good amp. It's a good amp. Really pricey, but good. And just depends on if you want to part with that kind of money. Personally, I bought the Mesa Barba because I think that that's like the version of the slow that I prefer. I just think it's got the features and channels that, you know what I mean,
yeah,
that I would prefer.
So yes, Jarrod, my Iconics should be shipping next week sometime, and it better frickin' chug.
It better. If it doesn't, you know where to find me.
That's right.
Come on up here. We'll duke it out, man. I'll punch you in the face. Yeah. No, it will, man. It will.
JB says Mesa Boogie had a lot of firsts. First ever channel switching amps, first ever amp with effects loop, and a lot of other things.
They're a great company, man. They're still a boutique company. A lot of people don't know that. They think that Mesa's like this big, you know, factory making amps. No, they're a small company. They're a boutique company. And
I like it when you say boutique.
Why?
It's a boutique company.
It's boutique, man.
It's a boutique.
That's right.
Yeah, they're still they're small potatoes, but they're big potatoes at the same time.
Thunderguild says, if I can manage it, how long of a backing track do you want? Hope I'm not distracting. So Jarrod will send you the backing track. It's usually the length of whatever he plays here for you guys, like a sample length.
Unless he's asking if he wants to make one for this. Oh. So if you want to make one for us, give us like minute and a half. Minute and a half would be perfect. Yeah. So that is if that's what you wanted to do, and thank you. I mean, you can email it to me, and we'll definitely give it a shot.
Yeah,
you kind of,
sure.
if you watch the show enough, you kind of know what my taste is.
So if they send you backing tracks, that means you have to write something.
That means I gotta write something.
So Jay is sending you one, and hopefully now Thunderguild is Thunderguild. I'm interested in hearing what his is gonna sound like. Yeah,
that would be interesting. You know what? I'm up for a challenge. You know, I mean, I got stuff I'm working on right now that's really difficult, and yeah, there's some crazy stuff I'm working on, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? But hey, it's the way it works, man.
Dean Harkness said at Steam Vibe they have pretty good food at the Crossroads. Flux says that's some excellent direct digital tone. I'm impressed with the Kemper.
Thank you. No, it is. Let me go through all my tones. Yeah. Let me just do that. So I'm going to go through my rhythm tone and my, and the morph on that. And then I'll go through my lead and how I morph that into something with a little bit of a nice, chorus on the delay. And I'll go through my 3 different clean tones for you as well. One's got reverse delay. One's got just regular delay and some reverb. And then I use my piezo as well. And it just sounds gorgeous, man. I mean, that's why, because we got songs we used to do with the piezo in it. Yeah. I can't do that on an amp. I have to have the Kemper for that. So that's another reason. So let me go through them. 1 second here, guys. There.
You
So
guys, they're all like, wow, I forgot that the Kemper did all this. It makes me wonder how, Paul says, it makes me wonder how it sounds in the room because it's pretty great.
oh, thank you, dude. It sounds seriously like I got my Cali Audio IN8s in here. It sounds absolutely incredible in here. It really freaking does.
Steve Evenchek says it sounds incredible. Paul Smith says Kemper and Jarrod are smoking tonight.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
Let's see. Steve Evenchek says, I miss it. That's the Kemper. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the Kemper is legit. Like it, some people, it drives me nuts sometimes. People say, oh, the effects aren't that good. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
if you played the effects on the Kemper, if you ask me, I've compared it to a lot of different products out there. I'll take the Kemper effects over anybody's because there's so many parameters on the Kemper, on the effects that are deep dive stuff, but it's easy to get to that you could really change and really, really adjust things and make it really to your taste. I mean, there's just so many different effects. And the reverbs, I don't care. I'll fight you. There's nobody that has better reverbs than the Kemper. Or delays. Kemper's reverbs and delays are the absolute best.
Flex says, well, you just put the Kemper stage on my list.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, I'm telling you, it is really good,
Dean said he forgot that you were playing the Kemper. The thing rips.
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. It's usually up in my living room because that's where I do a lot of noodling when I'm watching television. And I've been writing some new solos and stuff lately, and I do it up there sometimes. And then sometimes I'll come down here and pick an amp and go through my aux box and play everything through the studio monitors and enjoy that as well. But it's a lot of fun.
CS says he wasn't able to get all his amps hooked up for tonight, so Kemper it is, right? And
Yeah.
You're not missing anything. It's not like, oh, I guess we'll have to do the Kemper.
Yeah,
Still sounds great.
I was
and
grateful.
It's definitely still sing-overable.
Oh yeah, sing overable. That's all she cares about. You know what? I think honestly, and I could honestly, if I wanted to pull one over on you guys, I could fire up one of my amps and say, tonight I'm playing amp blah blah blah, and it's the Kemper sounds so good that you'd probably think that I was not joking. Like, yeah, and at the end of the episode I could be like, oh, by the way,
Ta-da!
it's the Kemper. That's what you're hearing tonight, and you'd be like, what? Yeah, it really does sound good, you know.
Let's see. JB says there are 2 variables you can't ignore, though: the Majesty, which is an awesome guitar, and Jarrod, who is an awesome guitarist.
Oh God, you're too kind. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, but the Majesties are great guitars. You know, I was talking to you about this earlier today.
Yeah.
And
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a 7-string Toman guitar for my budget-conscious kind of demos and stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I was talking to Aaron Short about that the other day, and because a lot of people do say, you know, what does it sound like on a guitar that's not $3,500? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. So I'm gonna buy one just for the channel so that I can have a guitar that's budget conscious on the show. And I want to try one out. I mean, 500. I think it's like $549 for a 7-string with stainless steel frets, locking tuners, and a whammy bar, you know, and it looks pretty cool. So why not? So I'll be getting some ideas from that as well.
So Filthy Pappy says you go amp to aux box to studio monitors? Question mark.
Yes, yeah. So when I practice here at home, to when I'm writing or just coffee practice mornings. I will go amp to aux box to studio monitors, because see, my tracks are all right here, and then when I play them through the studio monitors, I want the guitar to come through from the same source, so I can actually, everything sounds kind of balanced, and it sounds like a studio mix, and it's more inspiring for me, and I love it. It sounds great, feels great, but when I'm live, I put in my in-ears and I play with the real cab, and I love that too. But practicing, sometimes when I'm down here writing and practicing, it could be hours, and I don't want to wear in-ears that long. And plus, I love the freedom. you know
I don't
the
want
pain.
to wear in-ears for more than 5
5 minutes, exactly. But I love the freedom of, like, I got my coffee right here, and I got the open air in the room.
You can stand up and go potty without knocking everything out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, like, I can have all that, and it just makes it a lot easier, you know, to have the aux box, so.
Steve Evenchek asks, I'm guessing I could use the Kemper with the Power Stage 170 right into a cab.
Yes, you can. Yep, you can. I would suggest using, like, a tube power amp, but, I mean, you can definitely use the 170, the Power Stage, yeah.
Media Center said that he or she, Media Center, fan of LTD as a budget line.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of good budget guitars out there, you know.
Jay says the aux is a great studio tool, totally worth the dollars, considering how much I use it.
Yeah, it is a great tool.
Aaron Short just got 2 Harley Bentons in to review. They're seriously impressive.
Yeah, and I trust Aaron's opinion on things. He's a very meticulous reviewer, and like if there's anybody that'll find a problem with a product, it's Aaron freaking Short. That guy should be checking luggage at the airport. No one would ever get away with anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that Harley Benton guitar, and like I said, I just think it's good to have something on the show that's kind of budget conscious, because not everybody is going to buy a $3,500 guitar, and people are right when they say, yeah, but you're playing it with a $3,500 guitar, and I could be like, you got a point there. So maybe if I played it with a budget guitar, I can get some sort of variable there that would give me some more perspective, you know.
James Dunn says, yeah, that guitar is spec'd out for $400.
Man, that's insane.
Dean Harkness, couldn't you tube amps as the power, maybe it's used, couldn't use tube amps as a power source for the Kemper, question mark?
Yeah.
What about through a cab, since it's a profile?
You could totally do that. You'd have to get direct or DI profiles, though, that don't have a cab on them. Otherwise, they're going to sound weird. Because the cab and the profile's baked in, so even if you turn the cab sim off, it's still got this weird sound. So you want to use DI profiles, run it into a power amp, and then a real cab, and it'll sound great. I've done those too.
Ronnie K, you have the profiler stage, is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Aaron was laughing at you, making fun of him.
Oh.
Steve Evencheck, how is the DI out into a PA sound in the Kemper?
That's what you're hearing tonight. You're literally hearing it direct out. There's no power amp, no cab. It's all direct out, 1/4 inch. And that's what you're hearing. And it sounds incredible. Because again, when you go see a show, all right, when you go see any band play, what are you hearing? Are you hearing the guy's cab? No, you're hearing the microphones in front of it. So all you're hearing tonight are the same thing. You're hearing how I mic'd the cab, and the Kemper captured how I mic'd the cab. And I used a Royer 121 and an SM57 on a Mesa 212 cab on a vintage 30 speaker. And you honestly, the audience will never know the difference, you know. So that's what the Kemper is made for. And it sounds great. I'm listening to it tonight and just going, yeah, all these sounds are great. Sounds legit as hell. And honestly, if I didn't tell you I was playing the Kemper, I bet you I could fool probably every single one of you, and you'd think I was playing whatever amp I told you I was playing, because it sounds that good. It really does.
I'm feeling a new episode coming.
Yeah, guess what I'm playing. Yeah.
Dean says he's sold. MK1017. Hey Jarrod, since you're looking at Super Crush 100, have tried Quilter Overdrive 200 or 202. It's analog transistor amp based on the Mark II C Plus and Dumble.
Oh, interesting. I've never played one of those. Never. That would be interesting. Yeah, if I ever run across it, I'd be happy to check it out.
Let's see. We're all caught up. They're talking back and forth about Harley Benton cabs.
Oh, yeah, I have a Harley Benton cab too, and it's great. You know, I mean, that's the thing, man. You don't have to spend $1 billion on a rig to get good stuff. I mean, there's good stuff out there, and I'm telling you, if Aaron Short tells me a guitar's good, it's good. I trust the guy's opinion, man. He knows his stuff, you know, so...
We've got about 5 minutes left, so if you have any other comments or questions you want to get into Jarrod, now is the time to do it.
Now is the time.
Now is the time. Speaking of time.
Yeah, we're almost
Do you have the right guitar for Time Flies?
I do, but I don't remember it. I gotta...
What?
Yeah, I know, I gotta...
Oh, stop it.
I gotta practice that some more.
Do you have While I Bleed?
No, I don't have that guitar, no. But I do have... I could do Majestic Gent Balls.
No, because I can't sing it.
Oh, okay. All right, baby.
No, you can do it. Sheesh.
Sheesh. Sheesh. All right.
Mule Blue says, Jarrod, can you mention IRs with the Kemper running at front of house?
IRs with the Kemper running front of house? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, if you want to get like a DI profile and put IRs in there, you can definitely do that if you want. But I honestly, IRs feel a little sterile to me, especially after using like profiles that have baked in cabs, like with the whole profile, you know, with a studio profile. I just prefer studio profiles. If you mic a cab right and balance the mics out right and set up the amp right, I'm not kidding you, man. It just, these profiles sound great. And I'm not trying to sell my profiles. I really do love these profiles. They're enjoyable to play. They feel great. And I've tried the IR thing, and I've always felt like there's this sterility with IRs. There's like this dry kind of sterility with them, and I'm always like, sounds okay. As soon as I get like the real cab, studio profiles, I always feel that nice give and that bounciness that I love so much. So that's kind of where it's at.
Dean Harkness said that's a great idea for a drinking game. It could be a lot of fun. Amp or Kemper? Yeah. If you're wrong, take a drink.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe we could do that on Super Bowl Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Amp or Kemper. Why don't we do that?
I like it.
All right, Super Bowl Sunday, Amp or Kemper night. We'll have fun with that. I'll have to see it.
All you want to watch is the commercials or the halftime show and commercials, so you can tune in still.
Exactly.
We'll play the game.
Yeah, exactly. And the halftime show's all lip syncing anyway, so. All right, let me, what was I going to do? Majestic Gent Balls. All right, 1 second here. There we
You
go.
don't even need to warm up. You fine. You fine.
You fine. You fine. Yeah, it's a pretty good night I had tonight.
Yeah.
I've had my good nights and my bad ones, I guess.
Well, Flux says it sounds really tight.
Oh, thanks. It is. It's tight as hell, man. I mean, it's just, you know, like I said, if you don't like the Kemper, it's not the Kemper, it's the profile.
Yeah.
Just get another profile, man, because they're all so different, you know. And that's what makes it so hopeful. It's such a hopeful product because it's like, well, just get another profile and you'll find some makers out there that really jive with you, and just get some more from them, you know. And I mean, the best profiles you'll ever get are the ones that you make yourself, but it takes a long time to curate that and figure out how to do it right, because it's not as simple as people think. It's not like, oh, buy a Kemper and a microphone and you can make your own profiles in 5 minutes. It's like, there's a learning curve. It's not something that happens overnight, you know. So, but if you're willing to put in the time, you can definitely learn how to make some pretty damn good profiles, man.
Thank you for the compliment, Sean. He said my shirt looks good. I appreciate it. Tony, which delays are you using for the leads? Very glassy sounding and awesome.
Oh, thank you. I am using the dual delay, and settings are mix 75%. Note value 1 is 1/4. Note value 2 is 1/2. Feedback 38%. And yeah, that's it. The rest of the settings are all pretty, standard. So I didn't change any of those. And then what I did, you know what? I did use the chorus. So on there, let me give you the chorus settings on there because I had the modulation.
Do you have profiles of your Savage Mark II?
Not yet, but those are next. Yep, those are next. So the stereo's at 100% and chorus is at 0.6. Yeah, so if you want to add a little bit of chorus to the delay, you can do that. That's what I used. 0.6.
Thunderguild said the only downside I could see with the Kemper, it could be intimidating to use.
It's definitely like some amps are intimidating to use, like the Marks and like even the Savage and some of these amps you got a lot of knobs and switches and you're like, what do I do with that? But you're right, it can be a little intimidating. So what I would recommend with the Kemper is use it with your computer, use it with Rig Manager because it's so much easier to dial in with that or the mobile app that they have now rather than the interface itself. So if you use it on there, on your computer, it's super easy, And, once you dial it in and use it at a couple band practices, it's so rare when you have to do anything like at a show. Like how many times did I bend over at a show and I'm monkeying around? I mean, never. It's like the only thing I'll have to do is turn my volume up or down. I mean, It was all dialed in, so I never really had to do much.
House.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. I thought there was one more. Aaron Short says, I'm coming back next week to see who all bought a Kemper.
No, they're great units, guys. I mean, I've been using one for, gosh, when did I first buy my first Kemper? Was that 3 years ago?
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
We've been doing Tone Wars since 2017.
It was our first. Remember, I bought it at I think it was like
Maidstone, wasn't? Did we use it at Maidstone?
Yeah, Sweetwater's first. It was the first time we went to Sweetwater's Gear Fest.
Oh, I don't even know. It was 100 years ago.
Yeah, it was probably 2018, 2019, right around there. But yeah, I've been using it a long time, and I've had a lot of gear on this show. A lot of gear. So if I'm still using the Kemper after all that, and don't listen to people when they say, "Oh, it's old tech." You know what? Blue jeans have been around a long time. And people still wear them. Why? Because they freaking rule. They might.
Oh, but the new tech on jeans.
These are stretchy.
The stretchy ones?
Yeah, these are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
They're like pajama jeans. Yeah. But so the Kemper, it might have been around a long time, but it has staying power. It still sounds great. If you don't like how it sounds, get another profile. I do custom profiles for local musicians here. They come over and they pick an amp, pick 5 amps, whatever. We'll profile these. I just did a session with a guy a couple weeks ago. Guy walked out of here happier than hell. He walked in here. He had a profile that he was using. I said, "Let's hear it." Okay, sounds pretty good. Blah blah blah. I said, "Okay, let's profile some amps that you choose, and we'll A/B what you came here with to what we did." And we A/B'd it, and I'll be honest, I was nervous because it's like,
right.
I hope I'm not going to eat crow after this. And so he played mine. And then I hit a switch and played the one he came in with, and he was like, "Ooh," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Is that a good ooh or a bad ooh?" He's like, "Dude, this does not sound or feel." I'm like, "So you like what we did today?" He goes, "Hell yeah, I do." He's like, "Dude, I am super happy with this." He goes, "It feels and sounds way bigger and better, more responsive." It's because he dialed in the amp the way he wanted it, and I captured it, and it's exactly what he wanted. So. Yeah, I do customs as well, and I'm telling you, there's a difference. There really is. It's like a tailored suit as opposed to one you buy at, what's that?
Suit Warehouse.
Well, not even that, but like, what's that? I can't remember the name of that store.
J.C. Penney.
No, it's like the kind of the cheaper store.
Men's Warehouse?
No.
I don't know.
Anyways, at a discount store, you put on a suit and you're like, it fits, but you get a tailored one, you're like, I'm James Bond. It's like, it's just better, it's just better. So.
Well, our time has come. And gone, and we're still here, but that's cool.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys showing up for us tonight.
Yes, we really do.
Sorry that I coughed over the 2 hours as much as I did.
That's okay.
But I still wanted to be here.
Yeah, real quick, James Dunn had a question. Are they developing a new Kemper? I think that Chris Kemper's always working on something. Who knows? I mean, they don't ever announce anything until it's already made and the warehouses are full of them and they're ready to ship. And they're like, oh, here's a new product. And they've been working on it for 2 years. It's crazy how that company works. I mean, you never know what they're going to do next. So, but I just want to make sure I answered that. So, well, hey, guys, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. That was the fastest 2 hours of the week, as
Super
usual.
fast, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thanks for, hanging out with us tonight. Really means a lot. For all the support again, thanks Stay Metal Ray, thanks Shred Ain't Dead, thanks Pry versus Gear, 9 Core Neil, and Kyle Bull for all the support as well.
I think I missed saying thank you to a super chat. If I can go back far enough, I want to say it was probably from Dean Harkness.
Oh.
It was while you were playing all of the songs in a row. Yep, Dean Harkness. Thank you for sending that super chat.
Thanks for the super chat. We never want to make people feel like we, ignoring them or whatever. So you're all very important to us. Well, again, guys, thank you so much. I'll be live Wednesday night with God knows what. I mean, it depends on how I get all this stuff set up.
Maybe the Kemper again.
Yeah, maybe the Kemper again. Who knows? But, appreciate it. And like I always say, every day's a gift.
And thank you for spending part of your gift with us.
Absolutely. Couldn't live without you guys.
See you next week.
God bless you guys. See you all